If your car has a battery that needs replacing and you want to do it yourself, then you will want to make sure that you do it safely and correctly. So watch on to find out how you can do this safely and not get shocked, hurt, start a fire, or cause the battery to explode. Positive or negative. Watch on to see which wire to remove first, and a demo of how removing the wrong one first could be dangerous. Before you get started, if you're not sure where the battery is located, check the owner's manual. Some cars have a battery located in the trunk and not in the front under the hood. You can also use an OBD vehicle memory saver if you are worried about keeping your radio station presets and other vehicle settings that may be lost when you unplug the old battery. Some vehicles also have a stereo system that needs a security code to be entered if the power is lost. Also, without using a memory saver, your car may idle rough for the first few trips until it relearns the air-fuel ratios.
Fracking Creations, a YouTube variety channel that touches different parts of your life. Want more videos on
Cars and DIY?
Subscribe to the channel or check out our website.
Step 1. Which wire do you remove first? This is very important to ensure the safety and prevent chances of you getting hurt. You will need to determine if your car is negatively grounded or positively grounded. Most cars are negatively grounded, and so the negative wire is removed first. And here's why. When the car is negatively grounded, it means that the negative terminal of the battery is basically connected directly to the body and metal components of the car. The car effectively becomes the negative terminal of the battery. If you were to make a connection from the positive terminal of the battery to any metal part of the car, you would create a short circuit which would create a big spark that could lead to fire, the battery exploding, and you getting hurt.
If your car is negatively grounded, then that means that the negative terminal of the battery is basically directly connected to the body of the car. And then you have the positive side going to the rest of the car, which is like the fuse box and such. Now, if you don't first remove this before you start unbolting the positive terminal, you may accidentally touch another component of the engine bay, which is metal, and cause a spark. Like that. And that's basically a short circuit. And when that happens, you can definitely hurt yourself. So what you want to do first is remove the negative terminal, and then you can unbolt this, so even if you touch something, you won't get a short circuit.
So check your car's manual if you're not sure. Typically, a 10mm socket is usually the correct size to use. Once the correct cable is removed first, the car body and any attached metal parts is no longer connected to the battery, and so no short circuits can happen. Of course, you still need to make sure that you don't accidentally touch the two poles of the battery with anything conductive, like a wrench. Step 2. Remove the other cable, positive cable in our case. Make sure both cables are out of the way and have no way of accidentally flipping around and touching the terminals of the battery. Step 3. Remove the bracket holding the battery down. On a battery bracket like this one, you will have to make sure to hold onto the bars so that they do not drop into the engine bay. You could also leave them attached by just loosening enough until you can remove. This may make it easier to install on the new battery. Step 4. Remove the battery. Be careful, as you want to keep the battery upright and vertical, and don't tilt the battery accidentally while transporting it. It is quite heavy, so make sure to have proper footing and lift using your core muscles to avoid injuring yourself. Step 5. Clean the battery cover and tray if you want and reinstall. Step 6. Carefully install the new battery in the same orientation as the old battery. Polarity must be similar. Make sure to keep the battery upright to prevent acid leaking out. Step 7. Reinstall the battery bracket, making sure that the hook is installed correctly. Loosely attach both ends and adjust as needed before final tightening. Then tighten down and make sure the battery is solidly held in place without over-tightening. The battery should not be movable. Step 8. Remove the protective plastic caps, then clean both battery posts and the cable terminals with a battery post terminal cleaner brush. Clean the shavings off. Make sure not to breathe in the particles scraped off or let it get into your eyes. There are metal shavings and corrosive particles in it. Step 9. Apply dielectric grease to prevent corrosion. Step 10. Install the cables in the reverse order of removal. In our case, positive, then negative. Don't over-tighten. The cables should not be movable. Step 11. Remove your memory saver if one is used. Then try to start your car. Everything should work. Bonus tip. When you buy a new battery, you may be charged an environment fee. This is to ensure that you bring back the old battery for recycling instead of throwing it out. You can get the fee back by returning the old battery to the place where you purchased the new one. Just make sure you keep your receipt and bring it with you. Sometimes you will encounter someone that doesn't know about the environment fee and doesn't want to refund that to you. That's what happened to us. I just asked to speak with someone higher up, like a manager, and they will usually know what to do. Hope you found the video useful. Help us grow. Subscribe, like, and share our videos and website.